Welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking about growth and pacing. Are you growing at the speed, at the rate that you would like to grow? What's the business plan? What's the plan in action for the amount of leads that need to come in first and foremost at the top end of your funnel, of your sales process, to be able to, out the back end, get X amount of people sold on, let's say, new roof, siding, doesn't matter. Pick one, stick with that. What's your numbers? How many people do you actually need to have in based on not only how many people that you close, but how many people just get weeded out in the process to begin with? What's part of the business plan that says, okay, well, today I need my team to knock on 200 doors, and I need my team to knock on 200 doors every single day. Like, is that even possible? Can we get that done in our area? Well, what about door hangers? Can we do 200 a day? Can we do 500 a day? Can we do 1,000 a day? Well, what about our paid marketing growth strategy? How many impressions should we be shooting for every day? How many inbound leads should we be getting from just referrals every single day? All of these things are very important because at the end of the day, you want to have your business grow at the pace you would like, not just to the revenue you'd like, the pace to get there. It's like, do you want to do it in a year? Do you care if it takes 5 years? Well, then referrals might just be for you. Referrals is less of a controllable way to get more revenue in the door, to get more business. It's like, yeah, sure, you can start with that. Well, I'm not going to spend a dime. Yeah, but there's a payoff. There's a payoff for everything. The payoff is you're not going to scale it anywhere near the amount of growth if you were to actually get on a paid, really multifaceted, multi-channel angle to get people in the door. To be fair, there's no substitute for word of mouth. There is also no substitute for paid advertising. There's also no substitute for sweat equity, actually pounding the pavement and getting your name out there. There's no substitute for wrapping the truck. There's no substitute for you wearing the hat. There's no substitute for you going around and wanting more business and asking for more business from every architect, from every real estate agent, from every plumber, from every electrician, from every carpenter, from everybody in your area. Like, how are you going to get this pace going? How are you going to pick up the momentum? How are you going to get that hill, that pebble down the hill? I was about to say the hill down the pebble. Either way, how are we going to get there? Like, from here to there, what's the business plan? Like, what's the method to the madness? Like, what are we doing? Are we really just going to do one by one as it comes? And maybe somebody will search me up on Google Maps and maybe they might pick me out of the hat, out of everybody else that's ranked on page one of Google Maps, or maybe they'll hear about me from the handful of jobs that I did this week, and hopefully they'll refer me to somebody next week. And like, when and where do you take control of that process? When do we actually do more hunting than gathering? You know, you can kind of picture yourself plucking the berries at a berry bush. So how are we going to get there? How are we to actually pick up the pace on this thing? What's the course of action that's going to get us there? I mean, like, forget about competition. You're in competition with yourself, yes, at the end of the day, to reach the goals and the pace, the speed at which you're going to set in your own time. But what is your timeline? If you never write it down, if you never make a plan for it, if you never sit down with your team and get everybody in a huddle, you just have that one powwow where everybody gets on the exact same page for, is like, look, okay, you guys are about to get a lot of work and things are going to get really hairy, really fast. You probably won't get there, or you're not going to get there in the time frame that you'd like to get there, because you could get there in a year, but at the pace you're going, you might actually just get there in 2 or 5 or 10 if you never actually just make up everyday plan and you stick to it, you focus on it, and you do it every day. The execution of it. And when I say every day, I actually do mean every day, because every day there needs to be points going up on the board. And in business, we count that in revenue and money coming in the door. Now, money going out. Is this going to be an expense every day? Right? That's it. I'm not going to say too much more about it. I see the time's getting up there. Yeah, what's the business plan? How are we going to pick up the pace and keep the pace and blow our numbers from last year out, from last quarter out? How are we going to make this moment right here, this quarter? This is the second quarter. How are we going to make this count? The next time is Kareem. Peace.